another Frankenstein movie. Here we go. Victor Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein is the newest horror creature feature that doesn't necessarily feature a creature. It's a movie that just came out for Thanksgiving, and is the movie good? Pretty decent enough movie, I will say. Got its good parts, got its parts that are just whatever, but honestly, overall, I'll say it's a decent enough movie. Although, with that being said, it has to go against Creed and The Good Dinosaur that also came out, and I feel like it's not gonna be as predominant as those two movies. But I just came out the movie to go see it, so let's get into the pros and cons. But I believe that if you got some free time on your hands, let's talk about Victor Frankenstein. First of all, the acting in the movie. James McAvoy, he is Victor Frankenstein. Some parts I'll say that I feel like he overacts, but you really get the mindset that Victor Frankenstein is a mad genius. And James McAvoy does bring that character to life. I'll say that Victor Frankenstein's got more layers and more defining moments in him than you've probably ever seen in any other Frankenstein movie that's come out these past couple of years. Yeah, James McAvoy does a good job at that. I swear to God, James McAvoy, he gives the best Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes impression of his career in this movie. Well, he just sees everything. You just see like the insides, see the skeletons, see how things work and everything. I was just like, he's got Sherlock Holmes vision for sure. And James McAvoy is doing the best Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes impression ever. I mean, also Daniel Radcliffe, he's the one who plays Igor, and every time I think of Igor, I think of, you know, master the plans. No, in this movie, he's, you know, upstart Igor. You know, he walks all straight and everything thanks to Victor Frankenstein fixing his hump, which isn't really a hump. When you watch the movie, you'll find out it's not really a hump at all. Daniel Radcliffe does play that timid kind of like sidekick to James McAvoy, because James McAvoy pretty much is like stealing the whole show. Guy play Harry Potter, so he's no longer the star of these movies and shit like that. He's more like a supporting role now. Oh, so as a supporting character, second to James McAvoy's main character, he did pretty good. All the other actors in the movie can just, you don't care about those, so why not talk about it? The plot in the movie is pretty by the numbers, simple enough. It's the story of how Igor met Victor Frankenstein, how those two, you know, came together and they're like, yeah, you know what, let's make a monster. Don't need to get any deeper, because that's really the plot of the movie. Just the relationship between Victor Frankenstein and Igor. You learn about their characters, what really makes them tick and who they are. And they come together and they're like, yeah, let's make science, let's make a monster. Okay, that's the plot in the movie. There you go. Now, pros of the movie is that I will say that I feel like James McAvoy and Daniel Radcliffe's star power is pretty much holding this movie together. They really are the reason you are seeing this movie. Because I swear to God, I was on my way driving home and I was just like, if Daniel Radcliffe and James McAvoy were not in this movie, it was just some Joe Blow Schmo nobody actors playing their role, then this movie would have fell flat. Cause then it would have been like, there's nothing in this movie worth remembering at all, because you've seen it all done before. But it's just the way that their performances in the movie are pretty good. I'm gonna check it out. Don't lie to yourself. Really ask yourself, would I watch this movie if James McAvoy and Daniel Radcliffe were not in the movie? What's your answer? And probably the biggest con the movie has is that it's a very familiar movie. We had Frankenstein movies over and over and over again. We know the story of Victor Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster. We know it. But even Daniel Radcliffe in the beginning of the movie says, you know how the story goes. You probably heard the tale. I was just like, yeah, I heard the tale. So thus that leads to a movie being very predictable. I mean, predictable to the T. Nothing is a surprise. You're going to know every twist and turn how the movie goes. So there that is. We're looking for some type of monster movie creature in this movie. It's not really there because Victor Frankenstein's monster is in the movie. Like 10 minutes of it. I mean, and he brings him to life and everything, and that's awesome, but it's like, he kind of comes to life and he does like one thing and then he gets killed off, and then that's that. So if you're one of the people that go in this movie like, I'm going to see Frankenstein kill shit like we saw in I, Frankenstein, you ain't getting that. Sorry. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm going to say that Victor Frankenstein is just by the numbers, generic Frankenstein movie, like all the other Frankenstein movies that come out with. Daniel Radcliffe and James McAvoy, they bring their star power to the movie, and that is cool. But everything else, you've seen it done before. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to say that Victor Frankenstein is a 6 out of 10, which is a pretty decent enough movie if you read box set. So Victor Frankenstein, what do you think about it? You're going to go see the movie? Whatever you think, put in the comment section. Let me know. Let's just talk about Victor Frankenstein if you've seen it. Remember, guys, subscribe. Until next time.